What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here at Zankou Chicken, an LA institution known for that garlic paste, their wraps, and that delicious, luscious chicken. It has all the ingredients of being a true L.A.American Dream story, but it also has a dark history as members of the founding family had a rift that culminated in tragedy. I'm talking about the Zankou Chicken murders. Let's get into it. Zankou is another name for the Razdan River in Armenia, where Zankou Chicken founder Varkas Iskandarian was walking on a summer day in the 1960s and became inspired. As he walked on the riverbanks, he dreamt of his family's chicken recipe, so he decided to open a restaurant named after the river when he returned to Beirut, where his family had settled after the Armenian genocide. The year was 1962, and Iskandarian opened the restaurant in the Armenian quarter of Beirut, Borj Hamoud, with his family, where they developed a reputation for succulent chicken, and more so, his wife Marguerite's special garlic paste, which drew people from all over the city. Unfortunately, unrest in Lebanon forced the family to flee, and they ended up in East Hollywood, where they first attempted a dry cleaning business, perhaps thinking eventually they would get into men's suits. The elder Iskandarians wanted to leave the food business behind, but their son Medeiros persisted with the idea of bringing Zankou Chicken to Los Angeles. And thus, in 1983, in a mini mall in East Hollywood, the Iskandarians opened up Zankou Chicken, serving their inimitable chicken along with baba ganoush, shawarma, and of course, their famous garlic paste. The food was a smash hit with LA's growing Middle Eastern population, and soon Medeiros was ready to expand. A 1991 article in the L.A. Times by Jonathan Gold brought so much business to the location that their resources were strained, along with the family's emotions. The patriarch of the business, Varkas, passed away in 1992, and Marguerite and their daughters disagreed about the expansion, so the business split. The family gave Medeiros permission to expand with new locations in the same recipes around Los Angeles, but they kept the original location for themselves. Medeiros started Zankou's all over town, and there were soon 5 locations of Zankou Chicken. And while business continued to grow, so did family tensions. After her husband died, the aging Marguerite moved in with daughter Zovig, not her son, as would be tradition in an Armenian family, due to the ongoing schism. Suddenly, on January 14, 2003, after a heated argument, Medeiros Iskandarian shot and killed his sister Zovig and his mother Marguerite, and then took his own life in a double murder-suicide. Turns out that Medeiros was in the late stages of colon and brain cancer, which is believed to have had an effect on his mental faculties. But the repercussions of this tragedy, as well as the lasting rift between the family, split into 2 factions, impeded the would-be growth of the business despite Zankou's popularity. With the family and the businesses in disarray, the Zankou Chicken trademark soon lapsed, and the company and the families went to trial. The ruling was that the trademark belonged to both sides. There were rumblings that Pepsi even offered to buy the trademark and the Zankou Chicken locations for $30 million, but the family was bogged down in a subsequent lawsuit alleging wrongful death against Medeiros' estate, but that case was eventually dismissed. So Zankou, as it is, continues to grow, albeit slowly, but there's definitely a difference between the 2 factions. Most notably, the original Zankou Chicken locations are housed under the ZankouChicken.LA website and make no mention of the other dozen or so locations on the ZankouChicken.com website, which, in turn, doesn't list those 4 locations. So today, there are 2 separate Zankou Chicken businesses, and they both serve the same famous garlic paste and the perfectly roasted chicken and meats. But combined, as most people know them, one single Zankou Chicken recipe, they serve more than 100,000 pounds of meat per week. And bud by bud, clean and prepare over 2,000 pounds of that garlic paste every week. So Zankou Chicken is an LA institution beloved by people throughout Los Angeles, and it should be a true L.A.American Dream story. Instead, it's the story of a tragedy and the Zankou Chicken murders. All right, LA, it's been a minute.